Yo,
Yeah.
what's up?
Hey.
How's everybody doing out there?
Hey.
That's a question that I would like to ask. Yeah.
Hey.
Yo, what's up, peoples? How you doing?
What's
How's everyone
happening?
doing?
What's happening?
It's another day to give thanks, be happy, give the man upstairs all the praise due.
Yeah, man.
We're all here.
Thank God for another day, guys.
Straight up.
There's one thing that I can ask. Probably ask you guys to do a bunch of things too, like subscribe, like, comment. But
Yeah.
thank God for another day. That's the
Be
main
appreciative,
one.
be grateful, be thankful.
Anyways, let's get into this.
So, Sunday was very electrifying.
Yo,
it was
man.
like intense. That playoff feel was in the air.
Yeah.
That competitive nature, that competitive vibe. But most importantly, one thing that I can say was the fans were there. That energy from me watching from the screen, boy, that was something else, man.
Yeah,
Y'all,
man. The
us
Raptors
people,
had some action.
we got some definite like fire in us, man. We know how to scream and make a
Yeah,
lot of
man.
noise.
Honestly, if you guys were in the ACC yesterday, like, you guys let us know how crazy it was, because we could just tell it was definitely a playoff feel. So shout out to you guys.
I felt like I was there. I was screaming at the TV.
Yo, we were going
relaxing.
hard, man. Like, honestly, like, we watched the game at home or if we go wherever. But yo, yesterday I feel bad for our neighbors. Like, we were going off, like screaming, yelling, whatever, man. We were just going nuts.
Man, like the energy was there. I felt it from the TV. Big shot, big play. I'm screaming. There's no. You're not telling me no.
Hyped. Let's go.
You're not telling me that I can't big up my team. I'm going all in.
Six, man.
We riding for the Raptors. We're ready. So yesterday we came up with that W. It was a very good game. 117-109 for us. We came out on top. We had a lot of things going down. It was. From the jump, we needed that energy. I definitely felt that we had that there in general. It was a battle back and forth overall with the game. It was a lot of defense. I felt like that zone presence started off the bat. Like, we now have to carry this momentum into the playoffs for our matchup that we have. Because Miami, even though they're not making it to the playoffs, they gave us that desperation of how it should feel for a playoff game. Like, you want to win your game.
Miami was really desperate, man. Like, they came in and they were attacking the paint. Both teams were. The Raptors, they weren't really looking outside for jump shots at the beginning of the game. They more so attacked. Kyle Lowry was doing a good job distributing the ball, hitting Ibaka, hitting Marc Gasol. And they were just working in the paint. Our guys were cutting and slashing and being very effective off the glass, which was really good to see in the jump.
Definitely. Starting it off with the first quarter, it was definitely very intense right away.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of action going on. Marc Gasol was getting it in from early. He was passing, distributing to the right guys, making right plays. I seen Danny hit a couple of shots, was going in. Larry was facilitating pretty well.
Siakam was just doing the thing.
Siakam had it going.
You guys know how Siakam gets down. As soon as the Raptors get that ball, they're pushing. Like, this guy's running down the court. And it's like I said before, it's almost like football. Like, Kyle Lowry has the ball, he sees Siakam running, and he just tosses it to him, and he finishes in transition perfectly off the glass, getting fouled, dunks, whatever it is. But Siakam's out to the races, man, and he showed that in the first quarter.
And that was great with that, too. Not to mention, in addition with that, Kyle Lowry was off to the races looking for guys, too. Seen him rushing it right away to the paint. Kawhi was right there with him, getting ready to put back up any shots or take a pass that was given. Even Danny was open, missed the layup. Siakam was right there to catch it back. Like, there was a lot of helping each other out, being aggressive, and a lot of unselfish plays.
Yeah, the unselfish ball is really helping us, man. The ball's not staying in one place. Now I could see Nick Nurse has us moving the ball. Every time someone, is in an ISO situation, if it's not working out, immediately they kick it out, move it to the next person, and they look for an open shot. But you don't generally see that ball sitting in one person's hands, for a minute, or even half of the shot clock. That ball is moving, and it's perfect because we're getting good looks. People are running, people are cutting, and it's really helping the Raptors, man. Their game has definitely changed. I think we're at a new level.
Definitely, we're at a new level, but we're taking up the intensity because a lot of zone play was going down in this game. This game had to do with a lot of zone. So we had to be a lot more strategic when it came to trying to get inside the paint. If a double was drawn, kick it out to the right guy.
Yeah, people had to really cut because the ball can't stay. There's no ISO basketball. You have to move. You have to move that ball.
This is when it comes down to matchups. Like we were saying, the playoffs is all about matchups. This was about matchups.
Yeah.
Miami is very scrappy and very rugged with
very scrappy, man. Hassan
Whiteside was playing scrappy.
Justice
James Johnson, Winslow. Bam Adebayo is a very strong.
Yeah, that man is strong still. You know
that guy when he sets a screen or he sets a pick, like you know it's trouble. You're getting knocked with a hard body.
Yeah, man, he's running you over.
But definitely, like right away, the energy off of the bench was starting off a little bit slow. That was one thing, but it wasn't too bad because there was a certain guy that came in.
Hold it. We'll get to him in a minute. We'll get to him in a minute. But OG, he needs some more time. He just came back off of being injured.
That's a fact. That's true.
And he's finding it kind of hard to get his shot off and to get in the paint and get some easy baskets. So I think in the next game and in the playoffs early on, we got to get him going as well because he's a factor. He's a part of this team. He's a young man that gets out there. He can run the floor. He can, he has bunnies too. He could jump. He could dunk. Obviously, you have to jump if you're in the NBA.
I say we need him a lot for defensive purposes. He's a pretty good defender.
And he could shoot the three
most of the reason
too.
why we got him. Yeah, definitely.
He could shoot.
It was a good thing that we have other guys that can help carry on for us.
Yeah.
Fred was facilitating it to some guys. Danny was banging a couple trades. We had a lot of things going on. It was good. Danny's all good on defense too.
Yeah, Danny's
Kawhi was even getting aggressive first quarter on D. Also, we shown a lot that was going on. Dion Waiters was trying to give us a problem. I felt mostly the inside game was trying to become a problem with us.
Yeah.
Even on a side note now, Toronto, I honestly want to give you rating right now because when D Wade subbed in, we showed that guy a lot of love. Man. Shout out to the Flash.
Dwayne Wade came in around the 6-minute mark in the first quarter. And shout out Toronto. We gave him a standing ovation. We kept it classy. We showed respect. We showed love. And I really appreciate that. That just shows that, Toronto is a really good city. We're good people, man. We're generally good people. We
show love when we need to show love, definitely. So
shout out to Six, man.
Wade came in, and right away he was trying to get things going. Him and Dragic were trying to have a little back-to-back, trying to give us a lot of problems. Dion was given a little bit too. But the game, to me, at the beginning, seemed like it was a little bit close. It was a lot of back and forth. It wasn't anything to determine like a blowout or anything right away. Even that presence was shown. Because
there's a couple stretches where Miami was pulling off, though.
Yeah,
there's a couple stretches where I kind of got worried, and then Danny would come down and hit a big three, and it's like, let's go. Let's go!
Right off the bat.
We can do this. Let's get it, man.
That's what we that's what we do need. That confidence is something that's very important that we had to get going. We had a lot of confidence in our players, and the players had confidence in a lot of shots. I'm not going to give out a guy's name yet.
Coming up. And the fans, man, let's go. If you guys are at the game, the Raptors, they need that,
It's like what Danny said, I think, at the end of this game is fans matter. We matter a lot because when we cheer for our guys and we give them that type
the confidence,
of energy,
they feel that.
Like that. And
man, when we go to games, I don't care who's sitting beside me. If you're not live like I am,
there's a problem.
There's a problem. I go hard for my team, man.
Noise we're screaming from the TV.
Let's go. I feel bad for my neighbor.
Flexing from the TV.
Let's
when
go,
a big shot
man.
goes, I would slap the walls, but I know that gets kind of rude.
Yeah, man, because we have neighbors, right?
We'll clap our hands. Still,
yeah,
but more like this.
Let's go.
The energy's really on 20 with us.
Honestly, the next game that we go to, man, especially the playoffs, I want to be at that first game, and I'm gonna turn up, man.
I'm telling you, I'm screaming.
So let's move.
So moving on to the second quarter, Miami was continuing off on the same inside game. They were going on a 32-16 run from the first quarter, carrying over. with a lot of this inside paint, James Johnson and Whiteside were giving us a little bit of the works.
Yeah, James Johnson, he definitely got better. Shout out to James Johnson, a former Raptor.
They were trying to give a lot of the works, and they were getting very aggressive. You could see right off the bat. But Serge Ibaka, definitely one guy I want to point out key for second quarter. He was getting a lot of inside presence too. He was showing and letting himself be known. He was getting around. Marc Gasol came back being unselfish. Really loved how that was going on. Fred, our bench started to pick up. I felt at the beginning it was like
kind of struggling, but yeah, let them know.
We give some whatever.
Let them know our player of the game.
But then when we started getting towards like the 5-minute mark, a little bit familiar before, the same guy we've been talking about to bring that energy.
Let them know.
Number 24, Norman Powell. Talk to me, boy. What were you? What did you have?
That's my guy.
What did you have that morning for breakfast?
Yo, honestly, Norman Powell stepped up, man. Big time.
He was aggressive when he needed to be. He was getting in the paint.
He was knocking down them tray balls, and I know all the fans are like, Norman Powell, like, bro.
He looked like playoff Norman.
He
gave the flashing signs of it. That's what we needed. Like
when he threw down that dunk, I was like, is that a playoff?
Like his confidence is kicking in at the right time. Like
it's a perfect time, man.
Norman had a lot of good spacing. He was driving in the net.
Yeah.
Mark and other guys were looking for him for the open three.
Yeah, he was knocking that down at will.
Second quarter, I think he went 3 for 3. He was playing pretty good, taking the right shots. He was very efficient with what he was doing.
He had a perfect night.
He to me was the player of the game.
Yeah.
He came off right away off the bat and was letting people know that, listen, Miami's coming here playing very desperate. These guys want to try and maintain a playoff spot.
It's time.
But Norman said, we're at the same point too where we got to get ourselves ready for the playoffs. All the Raptors, the whole squad was feeling that type of way.
I don't know.
And that energy rubbed off.
Maybe he called Tony Robbins real quick. Maybe he called Ed Milet, Jim Quick. Maybe he called, Dan Graziosi. Maybe he called, I don't know. Well, he called somebody that gave him that motivation talk, and that talk just carried him through. So he had a perfect night, and I'm hoping to see that for the rest of the playoffs.
That energy definitely is needed. That's very contagious.
Who talked to him? Like who got in his mind? Who influenced him?
He probably had like a really good start to the day.
Yeah, he did, man.
Had breakfast.
He got up. He worked out.
Worked out the whole 10. Keep your mind maybe off of it, and then when he knows, like that's the thing about ballers. I like when they know when to switch, when to turn it on, turn it off.
Kobe killer instinct, man.
I'm not gonna say it's Kobe right away, but I will say that he was very aggressive.
God. No, but he went 7 for 7. He had a perfect night. So he spoke to somebody. Somebody helped him.
Definitely.
Maybe it was his girl. Maybe it was his mom or his dad that said, "Listen,
definitely.
We know that you have potential. That you can."
Definitely. And I don't want to throw you off, but if you want to, if you're gonna bring up Kobe,
sorry.
Listen, Kobe's like that every. Kobe this morning woke up at 4 a.m., went to the gym to go and train, put up some shots, worked on the fundamentals, read a book. Like, he does this religiously in his sleep.
He traveled to Italy. He traveled
he went swimming with the sharks, learned how they attack it.
Learned how to box in Thailand.
Like, that guy's a different man. So, but you know what though, Norman? Big ups, man.
Shout out
very aggressive.
Man.
You definitely did your thing. You have a little bit of stature.
If I had a button to give this guy a clap I'll just clap myself.
We'll just do it for you.
Yeah, shout out Norman Powell. We've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this.
Time to do it.
But let's carry on, man. Let's get into the second half.
So, like, second half, it was a lot of back and forth again. That paint presence was going on. Around the 5-minute mark, we picked up. Dwayne Wade definitely was showing up.
Yeah, man. You guys know Dwayne Wade. Sorry to cut you, but you guys know Dwayne Wade's game. He's very patient with the ball. He's not rushed. His moves are calculated. He likes to hit you with that pump fake, try to get you to jump, get some contact, and try to finish. He knows how to get into the paint. He knows how to slash in there. He's just an intelligent player. Shout out Dwayne Wade. His career is coming to the final chapter. We really appreciate you. You've influenced the game in a way that a lot of players can't, and we really respect you. You've done a lot for the NBA. And shout out Toronto for giving this man a standing ovation. Very classy. I like it.
Definitely, man. Big ups, man. So, like, even going into it, second quarter ended off pretty close, too. So, that was the thing that we had to kind of just wake up and, usually I say second half, we start to pick it up and start flaming right away.
Yes, sir.
Halftime came around the quarter. Started figuring out a couple of things. We were still going back and forth. That's the main thing I want to give away with the third quarter was we were going a lot back and forth. I felt like that playoff feel like I was talking about was very intense because no one was trying to give no leads. Zone defense started to get more heavier. I started to see a lot more of tightening up on both sides.
Yeah,
that became
really tightened it up.
They were grinding.
Yeah, they had to. Man, now it's like
it was a do or die game. There was a lot of grinding, and that was honestly a problem. But we started to around the 2-minute mark, I think it was. We started to pick up and get hot again, and we went on a nice little 7-0 run. Even though we were still down a bit, we were trying to push the tempo and push it forward. But every single time I noticed that we were shutting it down and we were going on a little bit of a run. McGrudin, I think it was, or somebody else would like hit a big shot, and then we kind of were like, we're still trying to chip away. But
the fourth,
we ended up putting a lot of work, and then third quarter we were down 79-78, heat up by 1, if I was correct. But we honestly put in a lot of work to climb back. Fourth quarter was where it really got real to me. Dragic was working with the 3. Serge Ibaka had a lot of good ball movement, man. Zone defense was very good on our behalf, man.
We killed the zone. We were able to get the ball through. People were still cutting back and forth along the lines, moving. Yeah, and everybody was attacking the glass. It was perfect.
Sergi was definitely aggressive. He had a block. He was going in, putting in a lot of work. D Wade started playing like a big man. That side step,
that step back pump
in the face. That was a problem. Norman started to get more aggressive and come alive in the 4, man. That guy 6 for 6 on the trays, 2 threes. One thing I will say about the 3-pointers that was going on, what I caught close with my eyes, like I was saying earlier, Marc Gasol really changed a lot of how
he did.
Our stats were looking and how the game was played. I noticed almost every big 3-pointer that was going on, and if for some reason it was like it was on the left corner. It was in the corner. We were hitting corner threes.
Yes, a lot of the threes came from the corner, man. And Siakam was dialed in.
It seemed like every
that boy was
last pass or that person made that last pass was Marc Gasol. Gasol, you are really an unselfish player. You look for that extra man. You know about that extra pass. And that was getting us fired up. We were hitting trays and we were starting to ring.
Ice traded gang.
Norman was aggressive. Spicy was even locking down on defense. Danny was hitting threes. Larry was assisting a lot, like feeding Danny with that too.
Larry wasn't going crazy the whole night. He ended up with 5 points, but at the end of the day, he was effective in the game. He played 42 minutes. He was definitely,
man. His tempo, his pace that he was running, getting the looks to the guys, starting it up the right way. Larry was doing his thing. He put in a lot of work. He showed a lot of effort with what was going on. But Miami just wasn't giving up.
No, they did not give up, man. Dragic just kept going, man. Kept finding players that were cutting, bobbing and weaving in the paint, and just being efficient.
Even Wade, I seen a couple plays where Wade was Wade had a one play where he's at the top of the key, slice, layup, and I was like, it felt like no one was playing
it felt
deep.
Very effortless, man. Because he knows how to get to the paint, he knows how to cut, he knows how to move, and in the game, nobody forces him to move. He moves at will. Like, I feel like the defense doesn't really ever pressure him. Like, he just knows exactly where to be at the right time to get off his shot.
Well, even so to say, it felt like the D wasn't pressuring. We were definitely pressuring for sure, but Wade just knows how to move.
Yeah, he just hit big shot after big shot late in the shot clock. This guy would be down to like 3 or 4 seconds. He'd just sidestep and then hit a 3. Like, bro, that's a tough shot.
Honestly, knowing how to move in that body language and knowing how to move off of your body in certain angles and cutting was something very important.
He's the Wayne Wade for a reason.
He's the Flash for a reason, man.
Flash.
That guy be quick, boy. He was giving us trouble, but we stayed good.
We didn't bend, we didn't fold, and the Raptors came up with the W.
The defense was definitely tight, but even so with the W, before that, we went into OT with it, man.
Yeah.
That was very scary, bro.
We didn't even get into that, the OT, yeah.
That's all good, but you know what, though? We pulled out the W.
That's the main thing. Yes, the game did go into OT. W. Yeah.
We did, but we took off from there. We definitely put the clamp down.
Mm-hmm. As soon as the second tip-off for overtime came, the Raptors just dialed in. You can tell Nick Nurse was giving these guys, instructions on scoring the ball efficiently, not, carrying loosely with the ball. Just,
Danny hit a 3 to me. That made me jump.
Yeah.
Siakam hit the 3 and then posed up. The form was looking very clean, sir.
Yes, sir.
He did a lot, and honestly, we tightened up at the right time again because we knew, going into overtime, your energy, it becomes a mental game.
Yeah,
and
100%, man.
We definitely showed a lot of efforts, but shout outs to the Raptors for pulling out that W.
Shout out to 6, man.
D Wade, you had a nice game.
Appreciate you, Dwayne.
Player of the game, Norman Powell, 23-3. That guy was playing right, very efficient, doing the right thing.
Let's read his stats. For 21 minutes of action, Norman Powell had 23 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. He was 7 for 7 from the field. He shot 5 for 6 at the free throw line and 4 for 4 at the 3-point line. Norman Powell, you are the player of the game, sir. Congratulations.
X factors to me, I'll just give it because of time or whatever, but I'm not too worried. Marcus Saul, that guy was definitely, I feel, my player of the game. Very unselfish with those
player of the game or X factor?
X factor, sorry, not player of the game. X factor, but
it's all good.
The facilitating was on point. It was on fire, man. I just like how he's
Mark,
such an unselfish guy.
He actually changed the game because when the ball goes into that paint, he moves it. So I just wanted to state that again for you guys that are watching. Appreciate Marc Gasol, man. He's changed the Raptors.
Big ups to you, Mark. You definitely did your thing. So Raptors came out with a W. A couple other games was going on around the league. So
around the league,
and bring it to you. Just give you the scores and the rundown.
Yeah, we're focused on the Raptors.
We're specializing with our team, you guys.
But we got to let you guys know what happened around the league because there was some action. A lot of teams were fighting for playoff spots.
A lot of games. So I think
let's get into it.
Again, 13 games. So
let's get into
Hawks and Bucks, very good game that went down. The Bucks obviously. Well, not obviously, but they beat the Hawks.
Yeah,
Alex Len from the Hawks, no one really hears him too much. But when he makes noise, he does. He dropped 33 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Giannis, one of the former MVPs that we're looking at, obviously had a big night.
Man.
39 and 3 blocks. That defense was on point. Shout out to the Bucks for keeping that one, still holding their record up, but we're coming for you guys, so don't get too comfy over here. But next game was going on. Suns and Rockets. I will once again say, if there's another Jamal out there, I'm going to big you up. Crawford, you did it again. 27, 6, and 4. Rockets dropped 149 points. Harden had 13.
149 points?
Yo, that's bruh. 27 threes. That was honestly the most in NBA history. You guys were it was like, what was the forecast? Was it raining over there?
Bruh, it was raining. Yo, I seen James Harden come down the stretch, and this guy maybe like 5 steps out from the half court line.
Yo,
he just pulls up like
that guy's deep, man.
What the heck?
Deep. He's
Who
ridiculous.
are you?
Yeah,
what are you?
He's MVP.
Yeah, he's MVP. Yeah.
Next game that went down, Magic and the Celtics. Magic had 116-108 to the C's, and the Magic is not playing now. They jumped up 6th.
Yeah, which is crazy. Man, that game was very intense. You could tell DJ Augustine, he doesn't get enough credit. He goes under the radar, but
low-key, that's nice, man.
He's very nice, man. His ball handling is actually, it's there.
He puts in work. Vujovic even went off 25, 12, and 4. That guy was snapping. Irving, 23, 6, and 5. Irving usually does always put in his just dues, but Magic is trying to show people, listen,
that they're not.
We're on a run at the right time. Whoever faces us,
you can't just walk up in
it's
there
going to be trouble. And if it's us, we're not worried about the trouble.
Yeah,
because we don't get that out of there. You know
we ain't worried about you guys too much.
Wizards and Knicks. They had their game going on. 2 guys that are not, 2 teams that are not really going to make the playoffs, but got a lot coming in with them. No worries about that. Troy Brown dropped 13 and 8. Pretty good guy. Mario from the Knicks, he's been playing good for his last couple of games.
Ball, brother, just ball.
Dropped off with 30 and 6. He was playing good, so shout out to him. Warriors were going in last night.
Oh my god.
131 to 108. Those guys are not fair of how they play. But
it's honestly like a cheat code, man.
47 years over at the Oracle, coming to an end, but hey, that's some good memories. Shout out to those guys. Man. Blazers and Nuggets. Nuggets had 108, Blazers 115. Lillard still showing his presence with 36 and 5. Plumlee was flirting with a double-double. He was going good, 10 and 11. Pelicans and Kings had their game going on. That was a pretty intense game that was going on over there. Pelicans came on top with a close one, 133-129.
Sack.
DeAndre Fox had 24, 11, and 6. Peyton was going off 26, 14, and 6. Pretty close game. My prediction for Utah and Lakers for giving of accolades, Rudy Gobert once again.
For sure.
That's defensive player of the year, man. That guy was definitely working. 21-12, 2 blocks. Caldwell Pope was playing good. 32, 6, and 6. Lakers came out on top, 113,
Hey, he's been working
109.
with lethal shooters, so
Lethal?
I don't expect anything less.
Nice. That guy takes like 500 shots like every day, learning everything from the footwork to what to make you a better player.
KCP,
he was
32,
definitely
6,
good,
6
man.
and 1. Like,
that's definitely another game. We still got more games, man. So Spurs and Cavs were going on. Spurs pulled out on top, 112-190. Shout out to LaMarcus Aldridge, 18 and 13.
Hello, LaMarcus, man.
Patty was going in, 14 points. DeRozan dropped 14. Davis Beatrice dropped 14. A lot of it going over there. Shout outs, they were like on top of that one. Thunder and Wolves had a very intense game. Thunder was up 132-126. My boy Russ, obviously, you know what I'm saying, putting in a lot of work, 27, 15, and 10. George was going off 26 and 7. He put in a lot of work for that game. Shout out to those guys over there. Wolves, guys had a hard one, but Cat had 35. Wiggins, 24, was dropping it. A very competitive game, I felt, that mattered too, that went down yesterday. Hornets and Pistons. Kemba Walker, that guy's crazy.
Back Walker.
That guy's crazy. 31 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. Drummond and the boys came up short, but Drummond was putting up a big double-double, 15 and 23. That guy is just a rebounding machine.
Balling, man.
Going ham.
He's got to be careful with those free throws, man. He got to have those on point.
Yeah, I seen a clip
while ago. The other night, he took a free throw and just hit the glass. Not the rim, just the glass. So
Brooklyn's in the house. Went ham last night. They clinched their playoff berth. It's been a long time since they've seen that.
But that group of guys, like, they actually have a solid team. If D'Angelo can just, keep balling and lead these guys to the right places,
they'll lead them to the promised line, and they'll honestly see where it's going. So shout out to him. Dinner's wedding. So Brooklyn came out 108-96. Definitely a good game to watch if you guys seen that one. And Mavs and the Grizz 129-127. That was a sharp game. Grizz came out with but one of our former Raptors guys, shout out to DeLon Wright, came out with 20, 12, and 13. He's flourishing. Definitely. But those were the games that happened around the league, man. A lot of games that went down. You guys can always watch the highlights or catch up and
go ahead and check it on the score. You guys can go through the games.
Fill yourself in, man.
Fill yourself in, man. We love basketball, and this is what we love to do. We appreciate you guys for tuning in all the time, man.
Definitely.
And you guys, TO fans, Six fans, you guys got to stay locked in with the Raptors, man. And if you miss the games, stay locked into us. We'll keep you updated. We'll keep you guys going.
Weather's good. Jurassic Park is going to be filled up full of people, man. So.
You want to go down there to watch the first game?
Yeah!
Yo, honestly, shout out to Jurassic Park. I'm giving a lot of shout outs today. I'm giving a lot of shout outs.
Shout out day.
Today's a shout out day, man. Every day is a shout out day, man.
Straight up. But, yeah, just to give you a quick synopsis of that, a lot of games that went down. Playoffs are going to be started April 14th.
Guys, get your Raptors gear, man.
Get ready, man.
A bit of support.
We're going to take it on a ride. It looks from our division, the only challenge that I feel we're going to have is 76ers. Once we knock them off, let the Bucks and let the Celtics, if they end up getting to see each other, tire each other out, man. Not too worried about that. But yeah, that's it, man.
Anyways, guys, we appreciate you. We love you.
Enough love.
Enough love.
For real, for real.
And thank you for tuning into the Bryan Brothers podcast.